Hello future chemists. Welcome to an exciting journey into the world of alkenes. Today, we are diving deep into preparation of alkenes, understanding how these fundamental organic molecules are made. We'll start with easy, foundational methods, then move to medium-level mechanisms, explore hard-level strategies and limitations, and finally conquer the hardest, competitive insights needed for advanced. Let's get started. Ready to build the simplest organic molecules? Let's uncover the basic recipes for creating alkenes. Our first method is hydrogenation, where we add hydrogen across double or triple bonds of alkenes or alkynes, using catalysts like nickel, platinum, or palladium, usually with some heat. This is a very clean way to get saturated hydrocarbons. For instance, ethene can be turned into ethane. Next, we have the Wurtz reaction, a classic coupling method. Here, two molecules of an alkyl halide react with sodium metal in dry ether to form a symmetrical alkane. Take methyl bromide, for example, it couples to form ethane. Remember, dry ether is crucial to prevent the sodium from reacting with water. Moving on, decarboxylation is a method where we start with a sodium salt of a carboxylic acid and heat it with soda lime, which is a mixture of sodium hydroxide and calcium oxide. This process removes a carbon atom as carbon dioxide, yielding an alkane with one less carbon. For instance, sodium acetate gives methane. Lastly, we can reduce alkyl halides by simply replacing the halogen with a hydrogen atom. Reagents like zinc and hydrochloric acid are commonly used for this, converting something like methyl chloride into methane. These simple methods form the bedrock of alkane synthesis. Now, it's your turn to test your understanding of these basic alkane preparation methods. Pause the video, try to answer these questions, and then check your answers. Good luck! Let's level up. Discover more versatile and mechanistic routes to synthesize alkanes. Our journey continues with Kolbe's electrolytic method, a fascinating process where the aqueous solution of a sodium or potassium salt of a carboxylic acid undergoes electrolysis. At the anode, free radicals are formed, which then couple to yield an alkane with an even number of carbon atoms, along with carbon dioxide and hydrogen gas. For example, sodium acetate gives ethane. Another powerful technique involves Grignard reagents. These alkyl magnesium halides are highly reactive and readily form alkanes when treated with any compound containing active hydrogen, such as water or alcohols. This reaction is particularly useful for preparing specific deuterated alkanes when heavy water is used. Let's delve deeper into the reduction of alkyl halides. Beyond simple zinc and acid, we have more specific reducing agents. Zinc with hydrochloric or acetic acid is a common choice, effective across various alkyl halide types. For more powerful reduction, lithium aluminium hydride, or LiAl, is a potent agent that efficiently converts alkyl halides into alkanes. Additionally, catalytic reduction, using hydrogen gas over catalysts like palladium or nickel, offers another pathway to replace the halogen with hydrogen. Each method has its own advantages and specific applications depending on the molecular context. Understanding the mechanisms behind these reactions is key. The Wurtz reaction, for instance, can proceed through free radical or anionic intermediates, ultimately leading to the formation of a carbon-carbon bond. Kolbe's electrolysis vividly demonstrates a free radical mechanism at the anode, where carboxylate ions lose an electron, decarboxylate, and the resulting alkyl radicals combine. Grignard reagents, while versatile for C-to-C bond formation, yield alkanes through a simple protonation step. Hydrogenation involves a SYN addition of hydrogen on the catalyst surface. Decarboxylation often proceeds via a carbanion intermediate. These mechanistic insights help us predict products and understand reaction conditions. Time to apply your knowledge at the medium level. Tackle these 5 practice questions to solidify your understanding of Kolbe's method, Grignard reagents, and alkyl halide reductions. Take your time, think through the mechanisms, and challenge yourself. Now, for the advanced players. Let's analyze the nuances, limitations, and strategic choices in alkane synthesis. At the hard level, we critically analyze the utility of each preparation method. The Wurtz reaction, while simple, is notoriously limited to symmetrical alkanes. Using mixed alkyl halides leads to an inseparable mixture of products. This is where the Corey-House synthesis shines, allowing for the precise formation of unsymmetrical alkanes using lithium dialkyl cuprates. Kolbe's method also has limitations. It primarily yields even-numbered carbon alkanes and can suffer from side reactions. Dicarboxylthione, by its nature, shortens the carbon chain, making it unsuitable for building longer alkanes. Catalytic hydrogenation, while generally reliable, exhibits stereospecific SYN addition, a crucial detail. The choice of reducing agent for alkyl halides also impacts selectivity, with powerful agents like Lyell needing careful consideration due to their broad reactivity. Let's dive deeper into the mechanisms. The Wurtz reaction, often depicted as a simple radical coupling, can involve electron transfer and organosodium intermediates, leading to complex pathways. Kolbe's electrolysis involves a clear free radical cascade at the anode, initiating with electron loss from the carboxylate, followed by dicarboxylthione and radical coupling. The Corey-House synthesis proceeds via an SN to light mechanism, where the organocuprate acts as a soft nucleophile. Reduction of alkyl halides with Lyell is a direct nucleophilic attack by hydride. Heterogeneous hydrogenation occurs on the catalyst surface, ensuring SYN addition. Understanding these detailed pathways is essential for predicting outcomes and designing synthesis. Connecting these reactions to fundamental chemical theories is vital. Radical stability, for instance, dictates product ratios in free radical reactions like Kolbe's. Nucleophilicity and electrophilicity are central to understanding SN to reactions in alkyl halide reductions and Corey-House synthesis. Grignard reagents exemplify strong acid-base chemistry, reacting with any active proton source. In more complex scenarios, understanding thermodynamic versus kinetic control helps predict the dominant product. Retrosynthetic analysis, a powerful tool, relies on knowing these preparation methods to work backward from a target molecule. Finally, differentiating between industrial and laboratory synthesis highlights the economic and practical considerations for large-scale production. It's time for the hard-level challenge. These 7 questions demand critical thinking, mechanistic understanding, and the ability to compare different synthetic strategies. Analyze each scenario carefully and articulate your answers clearly. Push your limits. Welcome to the ultimate challenge. For the G Advanced Elite, we'll explore industrial processes, intricate mechanisms, and cutting-edge synthetic strategies for alkanes. On the hardest level, we encounter industrial giants like the Fischer-Tropsch synthesis, a cornerstone for producing liquid hydrocarbons, including alkanes, from syngas, a mixture of carbon monoxide and hydrogen over specialized metal catalysts. This process is crucial for synthetic fuels. Then we have two powerful named reductions for carbonyl compounds, the Clemmensen reduction, using zinc amalgam and concentrated HCl, and the Wolff-Kishner reduction, employing hydrazine and a strong base. These are complementary, with the choice depending on the substrate's sensitivity to acid or base. We also look at hydrogenolysis, a catalytic process that cleaves CX bonds with hydrogen, and hydrodealkylation, an industrial process for removing alkyl groups, often from aromatics. Let's dissect the advanced mechanisms. The Wurtz reaction, though often simplified, involves complex electron transfer and potentially organosodium intermediates. Kolbe's electrolysis is a fascinating radical cascade, with competitive side reactions influencing yield. Corey-House synthesis proceeds via an SN to light mechanism involving organocuprates, leading to stereochemical inversion. Grignard reagents are highly specific. Their reaction with DO is a key method for preparing deuterated alkanes. Catalytic hydrogenation extends to homogeneous catalysts like Wilkinson's, offering superior selectivity and even asymmetric synthesis compared to heterogeneous catalysts. Clemmensen reduction likely involves surface reactions on zinc amalgam, possibly through carbanoid or radical intermediates in acidic conditions. Mastering these nuances is crucial. Strategic thinking is paramount in advanced synthesis. Planning multi-step synthesis requires careful selection of alkane preparation methods based on the target molecule's structure, functional groups, and desired stereochemistry. Retrosynthetic analysis becomes a powerful tool, allowing us to work backward from a complex alkane to simpler starting materials. For chiral or cyclic alkanes, understanding stereochemical control like SYN anti-addition in hydrogenation or inversion in SN to reactions is critical. Protecting groups are often necessary to shield sensitive functionalities during alkane formation. The pursuit of tandem reactions and one-pot synthesis aims for efficiency, while green chemistry principles guide us towards sustainable and environmentally friendly approaches to alkane production. Beyond established methods, the field of alkane synthesis is constantly evolving. Biocatalysis, utilizing enzymes or microorganisms, offers a promising route for sustainable alkane production from renewable sources. CH activation, directly functionalizing unreactive CH bonds, is a frontier area with immense potential. Flow chemistry is transforming industrial processes, enabling safer and more efficient reactions in continuous systems. Advanced catalysis research focuses on developing highly selective and active catalysts for various alkane-forming reactions. The ongoing importance of synthetic fuels through processes like Fischer-Tropsch remains critical for global energy security. Finally, the precise synthesis of deuterated alkanes continues to be invaluable for mechanistic studies and spectroscopic analysis. All right, prepare for the ultimate test of your alkane preparation knowledge. These first 5 questions require deep understanding, synthetic design, and critical comparison. Take your time, apply all you've learned, and aim for precision in your answers. And now, for the final 5 questions of our hardest level challenge. These problems will push you to connect concepts, consider industrial applications, and delve into the intricate stereochemical aspects of alkane synthesis. Give it your best shot. Congratulations on completing this in-depth exploration of alkane preparation. From basic methods to advanced industrial synthesis, you've gained a comprehensive understanding crucial for Advanced. For more such detailed content, practice questions, and expert guidance, visit synapse.omaps.in. Don't forget to like this video, share it with your friends, and subscribe to our channel for continuous learning. Keep exploring, keep learning, and excel in your journey.